All right, guys, this is Tim Urbanek from Elite Endurance. We're taking two hockey players right now through a dynamic warm-up and then through a circuit. Follow along with us and you can kind of get a taste or a glimpse of how we get our circuits programmed, what we do at daily days as they go by. Nothing in particular is repeated usually. We always try to keep it kind of changed up for the athletes to keep it interesting and exciting. So come on in and we'll take a look at what's going on. So we're taking them through that dynamic warm-up, kind of trying to get that backside hamstrings a little bit warmed up. So we're starting out Frankenstein's on this one. Two variations you can do as they're doing. You can go opposites, left to right, or you can also go same side, so right to right, left to left kind of deal. So we'll kind of vary it up. Again, we'll go down to the 20. Usually we'll try to come back with something different, kind of depends. We'll look at the athlete. If they're looking pretty tight, we'll kind of replay that motion backwards. So right now we're same thing, kind of working on that back hamstring. As you can see, they're flexing their toe to the head. Main reason for that is to get a little bit of stretch in that calf, to get the calf warmed up and ready for the circuit that's going to take place shortly after. But again, just working that posterior or backside that a lot of guys miss out on and is usually generally tight on most players. So next one we're working on is like what they call a leg cradle. Again, just getting a little bit of external, internal rotations, working on the hip. Just kind of, again, loosening lower body up, getting it ready again for movement. Again, you'll find a lot of guys are pretty tight in this. Guys that sit a lot, or even doesn't necessarily have to be an adult. An athlete. It could be an adult as well. They're going to be tight in those hip flexors because they've been sitting all day. This will kind of help start warming that up and breaking to get the muscle a little bit looser. And coming back, we're just hitting up another hamstring stretch. So this one has it where the player's feet, they're ended up even, kind of just a parallel stance, reaching in the backside at the top of the thigh, backside of the thigh I should say, and they're sliding down forward as they get towards that calf. They'll give a little bit of a gentle pull. As they get further down, the muscle gets warmer, they'll keep trying to pull a little bit harder just to maintain and improve that flexibility throughout that posterior chain. So here we are, we're going ahead with a forward lunge. Generally what we'll do on this one too is we'll go down forward. A lot of times we'll mix it up and go backwards back. Again, just making sure that athlete's feet are tracking properly, the knees are tracking properly. You don't have that knee kicking in or those feet turned in or out. Again, you're looking at overall balance and how to improve that. These guys play hockey, so they're obviously on skates, a very thin surface that they got to maintain balance while still being strong and powerful and have the ability to change direction. So this is going to help kind of work on that a little bit. We'll always tell the athlete, keep the head up, look straight out ahead of them, just to keep the eyes up as if they were simulating playing out on the ice. So now transitioning in after the dynamic warm-up, we're going to move into what we'll do as a speed or agility drill. Again, agility is that ability to change direction rapidly with control and with power. So here we're doing a 5-cone, kind of a figure 8 drill. We'll run it from multiple sides so that athlete gets the ability to go from both sides, because everybody always wants to favor one, which is great. You're always going to have a dominant side, but we want to make sure they're working that other side as well, because you never know in a game if you've got to break left or you got to break right. Nice. So again, we're training that arm drive, making sure it's big, over-exaggerated, so when it comes to a sprint, that athlete's able to move those arms and it's more second nature. So you can see a little variation in between the two running drills. This athlete, he's more around the cones faster, where the other one was kind of double pumping his feet, kind of coming to almost a deceleration to accelerate out quickly. You can see the difference in styles. And again, we're just working different mechanics with those, whether it's a fluid, smooth motion through, or we're actually having them decelerate, accelerate out with a cut. So there you guys go, real quick, simple, just going through a couple of the brief dynamics that we do, and then you got to look into one of the speed agility drills that we will do. Again, all the warm-ups, the speed drills are kind of based on the athletic needs of that athlete. We do a needs analysis, take a look at what the sport requires, try to mimic those in both the speed and agility drill as well as the dynamic warm-up. Dynamic warm-ups are always going to be based off of what the circuit we're going to be doing for that day is, because we want to prep and get that muscle ready for what's going to happen for the rest of that workout or that circuit, lower that chance of injury, and give the athlete the best chance for success. So there you guys go. Again, just quick, down and dirty, quick glimpse into what we do. If you got any questions, anything like that, you're always welcome. Head into Elite Endurance. We'll be happy to run you through a class, see how you do, and just remember, guys, by endurance we conquer.